On this episode of the world's strictest parents,
You put that back in your room.
meet the Fishers from Tennessee,
I need y'all to help clean up.
a large family that runs a tight ship.
Can't roll up the hose.
You're not strong enough?
For the next week, they'll take in two teens flirting with disaster.
The way she is, she just kind of attracts risk.
But can the Fishers' Southern standards
Excuse me? No, ma'am.
and firm stance
If I look out here, you better be walking.
win the battle of wills?
Oh my gosh. Ew. I'm Amber. I'm 17 and I'm from Lakewood, California. She's being a bitch. No, that bitch.
No, Amber, you need to stop with your mouth.
No, that.
I can't stand the way she talks to me, her dad, her sister. It's terrible. Amber has a horrible mouth.
I don't even care.
Watch your mouth with me!
No, tell her to shut the up, Mom. I'm over it. No, I'm gonna punch her. My parents don't like it when I swear, but I do it anyways just to get under their skin. Why you gotta be a bitch?
Knock it off. Don't talk to your mom like that.
Wow, go away.
Arguments with Amber all day, constantly.
You're being a bitch.
You are. I don't want to hear your mouth.
She likes to make the rules. She thinks she's in charge.
This is my stash drawer, and this is basically how we party. Party girl Amber. That's actually my nickname because I party hard.
No, you're not leaving because you didn't do your homework.
Bullshit! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Be gone! I'm going somewhere.
When Amber turns 18, I'm afraid she may just self-destruct.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm 16. I'm from Encinitas, California.
Need to clean up the room.
Why don't you clean it if you're so concerned?
My family is annoying.
Like, I don't go in your room and like inspect every last speck of dust.
She's disrespectful.
Shut up.
Don't tell me to shut up.
She loses her temper real quick.
If you're gonna start bitching at me, then I can't help but just get angry. I don't like being told what to do. I think kids should be able to do what they want. Can you like go do your own thing? Why are you like interfering with my conversation? Usually on the weekends, I drink and go hang out with like people that I barely know. Bye!
The way she is, she just kind of attracts risk.
Where's the keys?
I don't know.
One night I got a call. Stephanie was down at the beach, and it was the officer that found her sitting in the car with two boys. They found 18 beers in the car. Rolled down the window. She's really naive about it. My biggest fear is that Stephanie will get herself hurt or something even worse.
I hope Amber realizes that we're not bad parents.
I hope she realizes she's got it made here.
Yeah, she's got it made.
I can look like this sweet girl, but I can be a total badass.
I'm hoping that Stephanie learns a little bit about respecting her parents and learns a little bit of responsibility.
It's gonna be nice, relaxing from my parents, like always in my face and like nagging me about what I have to do and stuff.
We're the Fisher family. My name is Rosemary, my husband is Rick, and we have 7 children. Ricky, Lily, Hal, Martha, Dominic, Max, and Gabe, and we're from Nashville, Tennessee.
We have to be very organized in running our household of 7 kids because there's so many things going on.
Oh, you're already a good boy.
You put that back in your room.
My parents are pretty good at keeping control of my house.
I need y'all to help clean up the patio. It's important that everyone pitches in because it's like we have our own little community here. Just soak it real good, Lily.
Okay. If there weren't any rules there, I think our house would be just completely wrecked. Can't roll up the hose.
You're not strong enough or you just don't want to do it?
Both.
How about we run some cones?
When someone does something wrong in my family, there's a consequence.
My dad is football coach, so he makes us run cones.
How many is that?
3.
The children respect us because we've set boundaries. They know to follow the rules.
Good job.
The Nashville floods affected our family because we own a second property, and flood waters came up 4 to 6 feet inside the house. I feel like it's taught my kids to persevere through a crisis. This flood made us stronger as a family.
I'm Stephanie.
I'm Amber.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
I was hoping it was a hot guy, and then it wasn't.
I definitely think it's the worst thing that there's 2 girls here instead of a girl and a guy, because, I mean, we're double trouble. I'm kind of nervous to see what they're gonna be like.
And you have to like team up and like
We are.
yeah, if anything bad happens, like we're like with the other one. Like
Yeah, we're a pack this
Yeah.
weekend.
We'll have 9 kids in our family this week.
It's them.
Come on, they're here.
there's like a gazillion of them. Holy crap. I've never seen so many kids like pour out of a house at once. This is kind of nerve-wracking in a way.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. When we first met, the teens,
I'm Amber.
I'm Stephanie.
they looked very normal to me. Welcome to our house.
They seemed a little shocked due to the size of our family.
Welcome to our house.
We've got quite a few people in our household, so we've come up with some rules that work pretty well. Since you guys are going to be staying with us, we'd like for you to follow them as well. First rule is no smoking, drinking, or drugs.
I think it was way too soon for them to just, like, get into their rules.
We expect you to dress modestly.
I think it's ridiculously stupid. I have no idea what modestly means.
We'd like for you to be respectful to everyone. When you're speaking to Rosemary or myself, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. You want to show them to their rooms?
Yeah, come on. Okay, his room.
Mine, I guess.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind, just put on some work clothes. We've got a couple of jobs to do.
I had no time to relax. Like, I just got here. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
This is where you're sleeping.
Okay.
Okay. You got about 10 minutes. We're gonna do some work outside.
So about 10 minutes?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. The yes, ma'am, and yes, sir rule, that is just stupid as
You ever raked leaves before?
No.
Never.
Well, great. So this ought to be a blast then. What we're asking them to do isn't anything outside of what we ask our own kids to do.
Dude, your front yard's the size of my house.
But I thought it was going to be a good test for them. My only concern was they seemed like maybe neither one of them had held a rake before in their lives.
This is not my thing, man. Ooh.
I think raking is a complete waste of time because you can just hire someone to do the work for you.
It's not all that bad, is it?
Yes, it is. This is a man's job.
You want to get all the way up under.
Okay.
All right. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Remember the rules.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be lenient because I'm sure you're not used to saying like, yes, sir. I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
You just did it again. If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Sir. I was just like, what the hell? Because yes, sir is to me the most impossible thing to remember.
Instead of saying yeah just gets me.
Yes, sir.
That's perfect. Thank you. I thought it was new to them. Old habits are hard to break. That looks great compared to the way it did before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'd let them slide the first day, but going forward, there's going to be consequences to it. It's just a respect thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's gonna be a really long week. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Coming up,
I'll have you vacuum the entire house.
No.
Yeah.
can Amber sit it out with Rosemary?
Amber, you're making this impossible.
Okay, well, then quit bitching at me.
Good morning. We've got granola and yogurt for breakfast. And if you guys would go ahead and eat, we're gonna do some stuff around the house. Having such a big family, it's essential that everybody does their job. If someone slacks on their job, it immediately piles up.
You're cleaning already?
I think it's weird that they're so obedient towards their parents.
Stephanie, I want you to sweep the floor.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So I'm gonna have you clean these dishes. Okay?
All right.
All right. What?
All right, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. No one says yes, ma'am, or yes, sir anymore. It's like we're not living in the 1900s.
You're gonna have to change your shorts.
Oh.
Those are like hugging your bum.
Right now?
Yeah, I'd go ahead and change right now.
I was kind of pissed. Like, are you kidding? Like, these are normal.
There we go. I can get the measure of a person on how they do a job. My measure of Amber is that she has been allowed to be lazy. Can you come in and help out with this? That way we can get the kitchen done real quick.
What do you want me to do now?
To vacuum the rug.
Can I just sit here for a minute? Like,
The sooner we get it done, the better. Why don't you and I go outside and you walk up and down the driveway to get your energy going?
No.
Yeah, come on.
My muscles just wash your dishes and spill all over myself.
I was in disbelief that she would push me. She's not gonna get her way. Okay, I've added vacuuming that rug and this rug.
Okay, I'll do it in 5 minutes still.
Now you do this rug too.
Okay, I'm still gonna do it in 5 minutes.
No, you're gonna do it now. I'll have you vacuum the entire house.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna do it in 5 minutes. You can walk up and down the street.
No,
I'm not trying
Amber,
to walk
you're
up
making
and down
this
the street.
impossible.
Impossible is my
we
middle
can make
name.
it real simple.
Okay, well, then quit bitching at me.
You just cussed in front of the kids. Use your trash mouth. You're gonna clean out the trash cans. You're just adding on to the chores. It's obvious that she's able to do that at home. It's not gonna happen here.
Dude, add them all you want. I'm not gonna do them.
I'll have you wipe the cabinets around the stove.
This is bull. Like, it's stupid.
Okay, you cussed again.
No one's
I'm gonna have you clean the toilet.
The longer I sat there, the more I pissed her off, which made my day.
Come on, let's go out the front
But
door.
I'm not gonna do all those chores.
Yes,
Just-
you are.
Not really.
Yes, you did, because you cussed
No, okay,
in
I
front of
did.
the little boys.
Okay.
Twice. You've talked back. That's another rule you broke.
Okay. It's not even gonna faze me, just letting you know. Like, I don't see why
Good, then go do it. You've
I'm
made
not
it
doing any of
impossible.
that.
Yes, you
No,
are.
if I'm gonna walk, I'm not gonna do any of that.
Would you go start at the top of the driveway and walk down twice?
Sure, I'm not doing any of that
Pardon?
work then. No, I said sure.
Excuse me?
I said sure.
Yes, ma'am?
No, ma'am. Rosemary reminds me of like a pushy devil type lady.
I think this is a good lesson for Amber. She's not gonna be able to play this game. All right, where's the list?
I'm only gonna do like 2 things off of it. So.
No, I think you earned probably all of them.
It's already clean.
Not really.
I thought it was kind of funny, but I'd probably be pissed if I was getting more work to do.
Amber, this seems like it just all has to do with respect. We'll show you respect if you show us respect, all right?
All right.
Amber finally finished the project, and it was a good lesson for her.
I don't know if you guys knew, but there was a big flood that came through Nashville.
Yeah.
From here to that wall was covered with mud. A lot of stuff washed away. My brother came and made this little grotto for us. So I want to landscape it. I feel like it would do them some good to just dig in and get a little dirt under their nails. We're gonna plant a bunch of plants around the grotto.
I was really pissed. I didn't want dirt all over me.
Keep the rose bushes, but all the stuff that's around the rose bushes, we're gonna make it look real nice. Dump the whole bag.
Man, they're running like slave farm over here with all their kids. I feel like she just wants us here to clean.
Hey!
I didn't put that much on it. It's got in a mulch fight.
Good, I'll be able to show you how to do laundry.
It was like all like gross. I was just like over it.
Amber really tested me this morning, and I took this opportunity to get to know Amber a little bit more. Amber, your little sister, what is her personality like?
She wants the attention. Or like me and my sister will get in an argument and they like They know she's totally in the wrong, but I'm the one that gets in trouble for it, so.
You really think they favor her more than you?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Why?
Because she doesn't do anything. Like, anything more, like, I do way more than she does, and she gets more credit. And I think it's because she's the youngest.
That probably has a little bit to do with it. When Amber told me about her little sister, it seemed obvious that Amber really craves attention from her mom. This looks really great, y'all. Do you feel like you accomplished something?
I think we made your garden better.
Yeah.
I could sense that I was getting an attitude from Amber. But if Amber's gonna be a member of our family, she's gonna have to pull her load.
Coming up,
You just did it again.
Oh, my gosh.
Amber struggles with Southern respect.
This will make you think about it next time.
No, sir.
You guys have 2 minutes to eat.
What are we gonna go do right now?
We are going to go to the flooded house.
What does that entail?
Well, you'll see.
I thought it was important to take them over to the rental home of ours that had been flooded. We were going to have a project over there for them.
Are you sitting in the front or the back?
Shotgun.
The reason the house is important to us is it was really our first house. We did not have flood insurance, and so we're kind of having to rebuild the house, which is a struggle.
All right, guys. Let's go inside.
There was just garbage everywhere. Not a lot of people were around. Kind of reminded me of a ghost town.
This house got hit pretty hard by the flood. It rained so much that the water rose as high as you can see right here. All the contents of their house was covered in mud, so it's quite a mess. We don't really have a choice. We're gonna have to build this back, and what we're gonna do today is start putting flooring down.
Yeah, they had a flooded house, but I was still tired. I didn't really want to do work.
Guess we can get started on this. The one thing I wanted to tell you is putting the pieces together and making them fit perfectly. Because if it gets off just a tiny amount, it'll mess everything up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I've given you, what, 2 days? You're a smart girl.
Yeah.
You just did it again.
It's not that easy to change a habit.
I can't let it go on anymore, okay? So I'm gonna go outside for a second. Using yes, sir, and no, sir, and yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, is just a sign of respect that you can give to someone that's an adult that deserves respect. What I'm gonna do is have you run a couple of cones for me.
I'm not gonna run right now. I don't feel good.
No, that's not the way it works. It seemed like Amber didn't really have a respect for authority. This will make you think about it next time. And this is the best thing I've got, 'cause I'm a football coach, and when a player does something like you did, hey, they're running.
Okay, well, I'm gonna walk it.
What really gets under my skin is just a bad attitude. I need you to do what I'm asking you to.
I'm doing it. I'm walking your cones. I thought walking cones was bull. It's like a little kid punishment. Okay, that's 3. So am I done?
Are you gonna say that anymore?
No, sir.
All right. I would appreciate it if you wouldn't. Amber gets a punishment, but that just makes her more mad rather than, realizing, hey, I've done something wrong, I need to stop it. Pull that one up, unlock it, and you just push against it. Okay, and then that's good. Let's finish this row out, and then I think we can tap. See the run of this piece right there? This piece is sticking that way just a little bit. That right there can throw the whole floor off. You see that, Amber?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Oh, my gosh.
You and me are going back out to the cones.
Wow.
It almost seemed like she was testing me. You see how far I would take it. And I need you to run this time.
I can't run.
You cannot walk it. You want to stand there and walk the rest of the day? Because that's what I'm going to have you do. You need to give me 6 now.
Okay, well, I'm on 4.
No,
I'm on 4.
These don't count. Until you start running, it doesn't count. Stop for a second and look at me. You got 2 choices. You can stand out here and walk the rest of the day, or you can give me 6 running back and
I'll
forth.
walk the rest of the day.
If I look out here, you better be walking. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I had things to do. We were in the middle of the project inside the house, and I just didn't have time to stand out there and deal with her. Still walking. Lay out another row, but don't connect it yet. Yeah, just twist it around.
Push that side flat.
Like that. Wow. I finally started to run the cones because I knew the only way that I'd be able to get water was to go inside.
How many is that? 6?
Yeah.
This punishment was bull.
It's just, we've got rules, and I expect you to follow them, okay? I was very relieved that she decided to do the consequences. I think she came to terms with, hey, what they say, they mean. And you may just have to push on that end a little bit, Hal, that corner.
This one seems uneven.
Yeah.
Pull those two out.
Is it supposed to be uneven in the space you're not in?
Oh, no. I think part of the problem is these pieces have come loose right here. Further down the second row, they just kept coming apart, and I was thinking, okay, it's just, you know, we did something wrong. It was becoming pretty frustrating to me. It's just not working for some reason. I think it's not gonna happen.
We've had a lot of setbacks, like flood in our house. This is just another setback. We should be able to get through it.
I think we're gonna have to give it up for right now. But I appreciate your help. You guys have been great. After the flooring project, it seems like Amber and Stephanie are coming on board with our rules. They understand you break a rule, you're gonna suffer the consequences. I guess we can pack it up.
Coming up,
Alcohol, drugs change people's personalities.
Stephanie's letter hits hard.
Do you know where to draw the line?
And Rosemary's concerns for Amber.
It makes me kind of sad to think about it.
Hey, Steph.
Yeah, sir.
You mind having a seat over here? Today, Stephanie was gonna read the letters from her parents. Would you mind reading it?
When I got the letter, I was just like, oh, great. What do they have to possibly say? Dear Stephanie, I know you have the potential to be very successful in your life. Because you've demonstrated that you are proficient academically, your mother and I have been quite liberal in giving you freedom and making your choices. However, you also need to learn more responsibility and mutual respect. We hope you realize that shouting, cursing, and rebelling does not fix the problem. Your interactions with boys are also a concern. You don't seem to realize that people can act inappropriately and dangerously if they have been drinking or doing drugs. I don't know if you realize how much your mother and I worry about what could happen. And I love you very much. Love, Dad.
What was in the letter was, I think, a lot of what I might say to my daughter. Seems like he's concerned with, do you know where to draw the line? And because you can make some bad choices, and I'm sure that's where he's coming from.
Yeah, in a dangerous situation, I always, get out of it. We were at the beach with alcohol. Cops came. And I kind of just talked my way out of it.
Why are you putting yourself in that position?
I don't even think I'm that bad.
What's bad?
Passing out or throwing up.
Alcohol, drugs change people's personalities.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of what is frightening your parents.
I think the reason why I don't see it as a problem because so many people do it that I see it normal.
Your parents don't want you to do it. It was almost like a rebellion kind of thing that she was trying to get back at her parents. Come on.
Hey there. Can you help me fold a little bit of clothes, please?
Yeah.
Great. The house was quiet. It's hard to get moments like that with a house of 7 kids. And so I thought folding laundry was a good time to have a conversation with Amber. So, you missing home?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think could change when you go home?
Well, I'm gonna help out more and listen to what my parents have to say.
And do you think it's pretty easy stuff that they ask you to do?
Yes, ma'am. Now that I think about it.
You were saying that between you and your sister's the favored one.
Yeah, my little sister's definitely favored.
Why do you think that they favor your sister?
Because she's the baby of the family.
I mean, you put up a pretty tough front. Maybe they think that you don't need as much as she does. And do you really need to be babied like your sister? Amber has to grow up a little bit and take another role and start being the mature one. You are almost 18, and I don't really think you need to be babied like your little sister. Do you do things with your parents, ever?
Not really.
Do you guys have family dinners?
We've tried having family dinners. It ends up all of us being in like the front room watching TV though.
One day, you girls are gonna be gone, and your mom may feel really emotional about that. You know, I think that if you have a chance to make it right with your parents, you know, you gotta just tell your parents you wanna do some extra stuff. You know, instead of just looking forward to the weekend and partying. And it makes me kind of sad to think about it. Sorry.
Okay.
What upset me was any mom's gonna make up for lost time. And I feel like I wanna push her to hurry up and get that time back. Is there anything that you could do?
Yeah, just put in more effort.
I hope things can get better.
I do too.
You should think positive and say they are gonna get better.
Yeah.
You know, you're a strong girl. I think that if you really come out of yourself, be the bigger person, it's a huge step.
It was nice spending time with Rosemary just by ourselves.
So you wanna help me put these away real quick?
Yeah. So it kind of touched my heart to see her show her emotions and tell me exactly how she felt.
Okay, you wanna help me come back here? And I'll show you. We could put the linens away.
Coming up, can Rick get through to Stephanie?
It just sounds like you don't understand, or you don't want to understand where she's coming from.
And Amber struggles with the past.
When do you think things changed?
Rose and the kids are out. We were thinking about having pancakes for lunch. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
I wanted to sit down and have kind of a heart-to-heart with Stephanie, talk about the letter. It was evident that, you know, there were a lot of issues.
Wanted to talk with you about kind of what we touched on earlier, the decisions that you're making. You've got so much going for you. It just really worries me, the risks that you're taking. You know, teenagers a lot of times don't realize, you know, the long-term effects of decisions that they make. Do you think about things like that?
I feel like I'm better than most kids, and I think that's my justification for my actions.
I was just blown away with Stephanie's lack of understanding.
I'm like, oh, well, nothing bad has happened, so I can continue doing what I'm doing.
But you're smarter than that. You know, you make a wrong choice right now, that's for the rest of your life. And I want the best for you, your parents want the best for you. Does any of this have to do with your mom? I mean, do you feel close with her? Are y'all able to have heart-to-heart talks, or?
I don't like to, because everything turns into an argument.
But why? I mean...
Because she always disagrees with what I think.
Deep in your heart, do you believe she's got your best interests in
Yes.
heart? Well, you've got to respect that. You got to be able to talk to her, okay? Because it sounds like to me that's part of the problem.
I don't like to communicate with her.
But it just sounds like you don't understand, or you don't want to understand where she's coming from. She should be the most important person in your life. You've got to do whatever it takes to get that relationship back. Can you commit to that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. There were a lot of issues with her mom and just the whole communication there. I think we were able to kind of cut to the heart of maybe what was going on. I think these are done.
You want this one?
Sure, I'll eat that one.
Hey, Amber, can you come outside for a second?
Yeah.
I received a letter from Amber's family, so I wanted to take her somewhere quiet so she could read them. Why don't you read them out loud?
Okay. It's from my dad. Hi, Amber. I would like to take this time to let you know, first, I love you. My concerns with you is that you don't take life seriously. I don't like the way you lie all the time about stupid stuff, and the stuff that comes out of your mouth is really bad. And that hurts my heart because I didn't raise you like that. If you don't change your ways and keep going down this path, I'm afraid you'll end up in jail or worse. You are so smart and beautiful. You're funny. You have a great heart. You can do anything you want to do in life. Love you, Daddy.
And now you know how they really feel.
The things my dad said in the letter really, really got to me because my dad's the most important person in my life.
And your dad he's crazy about you. When do you think things changed?
I don't know, I just started hanging out with my friends more. And my mom's always telling me, your dad just wants to hang out with you. And like, I never really listened to that. I have like a lot of potential to do better, just be a better daughter.
How do you think you can do that?
I guess just not be so mean and like listen to what they have to say.
Move forward. Make the best of the days you have.
Yeah.
The letter was extremely important for her to read. She realized that she is really loved. Well, okay. You want to go inside?
Yeah, it's getting kind of cold.
Yeah, it's a bit cold. Just start pulling everything out. Every Saturday, we sell fresh squeezed lemonade at the local farmer's market. That's the beginning of the market. The floods put us in quite a precarious position, so we have to make extra money to pay the other mortgage.
So excited.
Ready? Pull down. Push. Hard. There you go. That's perfect. All right, now shake it. Harder. A little bit harder. There you go.
Can I get one of the mint basils?
Oops. This is the funnest thing we've done all week.
Is it? Good.
Yeah. I thought making lemonade was easy work.
I'll take the mint.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You want to walk around with the sign? Hold it above your head. I think that Amber has a tough outer shell, but I think she wants to be loved and she wants to be heard.
You want a lemonade? Okay.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
I think this week Stephanie has learned quite a bit about communicating and following rules. You guys did a great job. How do you feel? You know how to make lemonade now?
Yeah.
It was cool to see how the Fisher family like comes together as a group and helps out.
You guys ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Coming up, when the parents arrive,
That's not true.
will the teens have learned from the Fishers?
You can't just say it once and hope that that's good enough.
Hey, Amber.
Yes?
You know, your parents are getting ready to be here.
Really?
Yes. And so why don't you go up to your room and pack and just think about things that you need to do for your parents' sake, okay?
Okay.
Thanks for the help.
I'm excited to see them, and I'm excited to go home with my parents today. I've learned that it's not a big deal to help out, and it actually achieves some things.
Hey,
Hi.
you just got to call. Your parents are on their way. You want to kind of think about what you want to say to them. And while you're doing that, pack your stuff up and bring it on upstairs.
Yes, sir.
See you in a minute.
Yes, sir. When I get home, I think that I'll work with my parents more on like listening and like cooperating with them rather than just not listening to them at all.
I hope Amber changed. She knows right from wrong.
I hope she realizes that she has it good, and so maybe she'll pitch in a little bit more.
Go ahead.
I was really excited to see my parents. Hi.
Hi, I missed you.
Missed you too.
I know you did.
I love you.
Oh, no. It felt really good to get a hug from Amber. She doesn't really hug me very much.
So I want to know what Amber's like at home.
Amber is mouthy and doesn't do anything. She's lazy.
She wants to be in control of everything.
17, she knows it all.
So did you learn the value of family and the closeness of working together and how everything works together?
Yeah. Yes, sir. No, I'll just call you Dad.
What about with your sister?
I'm gonna try to mend my relationship with Aspen.
I really wish you would, because she does love you.
I don't want you guys to favor her anymore, though.
We don't favor her, Amber. You don't want to stay home with us. You want to go do what Amber wants to do.
Even in arguments, she was in the right and I was in the wrong.
That's not true.
Mother.
You are the older one. You're supposed to set the example.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell your dad what you did when you read his letter.
I cried. Because I felt bad and I didn't really know that's how you felt. You don't tell me anything. You kind of just, oh, I'm watching football. I'm watching football.
But you're more important to football.
Maybe if you set something aside just specifically for that, for time with you two guys, whether it's dinner or a movie.
You don't want to spend some time with me?
Yeah.
I think Amber really seemed to like how we communicated in our family and that they could do the same at her house.
I need a group hug. Come on, you all. I have been inspired by the Fishers. I realized that no matter how hard things can get, never stop and never look back. Just keep going.
Hi. Aw, you guys. Aw. You're silly.
I love you. I love you guys.
I hope Stephanie learned a little bit of respect. I don't know that we're going to get a major transformation, but hopefully she learned a little bit.
Oh.
Parents.
Parents?
Yeah. When I heard the car honk, I was kind of hesitant because I didn't really want to confront them.
Hi, hon. How are you?
How you doing, Steph?
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
I missed you.
Missed you too.
Yeah.
When I saw my parents, I was more excited than I thought I would be, but I was still nervous.
Rick, nice meeting
What's your name?
Stephanie did not seem that excited to see her parents. There is absolutely tension between Stephanie and her mom.
Can you tell me what's Stephanie like at home?
Her room's usually a mess. You know, she's a little more disrespectful to her mother than me. I don't think I embarrass her as much.
Right.
She spends a lot of time with boys. Sometimes I think she's naive about her interactions. So
We try to explain to her, don't be so trustworthy of people and don't go down the road on high risk.
Do you understand their concerns?
My parents?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you understand where they're coming
Yes.
from,
Yeah.
and they're valid. I mean,
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
my impression is, I don't feel like she thinks that you are that proud of her. But I don't know if she realizes that,
I'm
that
so
you
proud
see
of
that you
her.
don't communicate that to her.
I'm so proud of her. She knows that. I, just do anything for her. The only thing I don't like is that sometimes exactly this emotion that she gets that we can't communicate. And that bothers me. And I want to break that, Stephanie.
You can't just say it once and hope that that's good enough.
Stephanie, I'm proud of you every day.
I'll do my part and try to listen to doing chores and I'll wear a t-shirt if I'm going to the beach or something like that.
I think she really she really trusts what you guys say to her and takes it to heart. So maybe it's kind of the way you say it to her.
Mm-hmm.
speak more carefully.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I think both of you kind of see there's some things you need to do, and maybe can you figure out a way to do that?
commit to one another, you know. 'Cause I know Stephanie's willing, just through talking with her. So, Mom, it's...
Whatever you need that is gonna make you know that I love you, because I do love you. It's important for you to know that I love you.
You gotta just totally erase everything that's happened before.
It is very important for me to start fresh with Stephanie and just move forward so we can communicate better.
It's not just Stephanie that needs to change her ways. It's gotta be all of them. Good luck with everything. Thanks.
I'm gonna like really miss the Fishers. I think they help me grow and see like a different perspective on life.
I love you.
I love you too.
Good.